Hey, welcome to the Lynch video blog for Wednesday. One day closer to Friday, right? Hey, I've been watching, as I'm sure a lot of you have the last couple of days, this spat developing between Dwight Howard of the Orlando Magic and the Orlando Sentinel. Does this sound familiar to anybody? Hello, Shaquille O'Neal. Anybody remember that whole deal? I think this is kind of a different situation. That was many, many years ago, before all of this new media came into play, and things like Twitter, where Dwight Howard really, if you want to think about it, was the one who fanned the flames of this argument, kind of putting the blame on the Sentinel, saying that they're trying to run him out of town. I really don't think that's the case. If you really want to get down to who's trying to get Dwight to move, I'd have to say it's the guys at ESPN. They're the ones really fanning the flames here. Watch any of their reporting. Read any of their articles on their website, and you'll see that the speculation is much more rampant about what's going to happen with Dwight Howard. In fact, ESPN went as far yesterday as to name specific 4 cities that are supposedly on Dwight Howard's short list. Really? You wouldn't know that from the things that Dwight has said, although I'm sure ESPN has their insiders that have information that none of us are privy to. Bottom line is this: basketball is a sport, but it's also a business. Dwight Howard is an athlete, but he's also a businessman. Just like you or me in our jobs, if we saw an opportunity someplace else that we think is going to make us happier, potentially make us more money, and be better for us in the long run, wouldn't you take that opportunity? The decision is solely Dwight Howard's when it comes down to it. Maybe a few close confidants might weigh in heavily with him, but I think in the end, it'll be Dwight's decision. He can either stay here in Orlando and help build something really special. I do think that the Magic need to step up and bring in another superstar. Chris Paul would really be the guy who comes to mind. Outside of that, I really don't see Dwight staying here. Get Chris Paul, yeah, I think he stays. Don't get Chris Paul. I think Dwight's decision as an athlete, as a father, and as a businessman is going to be to go someplace else for greener pastures. I'm not trying to be a glass half empty kind of guy. I'm just trying to boil it down to the facts. We'll see what happens in the coming weeks and months. I really don't believe we're going to see anything until this whole collective bargaining thing is hammered out. So don't hold your breath. I've got Daytona 500 tickets again today in the 5 o'clock hour. Be listening, all right? We'll see you then.